We're live. Welcome to the Pure Game Podcast with your host, Treynomics. Got a good show for you today, so let's get into it. Like I said, we live. Welcome to the Pure Game Podcast. Your host, Treynomics, and I'm joined by my co-host, my brother, super producer himself, Dun Deal. Say what's up to everybody,
Hey,
Dun.
what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Pure Game Podcast. Let's get it.
And I'm also joined by my other co-host, my other brother from another mother, RP. Say what's up to everybody, RP.
What's happening? What's happening? Happy Friday.
All right, and I'm joined by these lovely ladies. Can y'all please introduce yourselves, please? Starting over here, we're gonna move it over there.
I'm Ryan. I'm from Detroit, and my Instagram is Ryan Riley, RianRyelee with the underscore.
What's up, everybody? My name is Nikki Diamante. You probably know me from 8 at the Table. My Instagram is Nikki_Diamante_, and I'm from New York. You already know.
All right.
Hey everybody, my name is Johanna. My Instagram is your girl Johanna with a U, and I'm from Cali.
Hey, everybody. My name is Kiera. I'm from Columbus, Ohio, and you can follow me on Instagram at ki.randi.
All right. And if y'all didn't get that, don't worry. They IGs will be in the description below, you know. And today is a special day. I'm very happy today. I got a special guest today. You know, this man right here, his music is something that's very meaningful and special. And I feel like it's something that is a good cornerstone. It really brings the values of the Pure Game Podcast. I would like to introduce to you Lil Donald.
Lil Donald.
Hey man, I want to tell y'all this setup is crazy. It's dope, man. For real. I appreciate y'all for having me though, for real.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate you coming to the Pure Game Podcast. Like, hey, y'all get in the comments tonight. It's gonna be a good episode. But Lil Donald, I've been listening to your music for a while, you know, for a long time. And what I like about your music is it's like you kind of like different from the pack. Your shit is kind of more of like dealing with social issues and everything like that. So like what kind of motivated you to dive into that versus going to the other way of, you know, just rapping about money and trap and all that other stuff?
Cause everybody can't relate to it. Like it's people out here who live in real life going through real situations. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, cool. Like I remember when Woke Up in a New Bugatti came out, and I loved that song. After a while, I couldn't relate to it no more. It was just a hard song. I wasn't waking up in no Bugatti. I had a Toyota. You get what I'm saying? So I was like, dang. You feel what I'm saying? Like, now I gotta go find something else that I could listen to that was relatable to me. You get what I'm saying? And then it was like growing up, Pop had came out with Dear Mama. Like, you know, like I'm listening to Dear Mama. My mama was on drugs, and I'm like, dang, I feel him. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was like, man, I need to make the music that the people gonna feel, that's gonna last. Like most of these artists, they catch a record, it be hot for 6 months. Do better 5 years old.
Yeah,
it's double platinum. I'm not signed to a label. You get what I'm saying? Like it's longevity. It re-blow up every year. You get what I'm saying? So it's like that's powerful. You get what I'm saying? And I just be wanting people to be able to have something that they could be like, okay, I ain't the only person going through something.
Yeah,
because the suicide rate crazy.
Yeah, exactly. Like do better, right? The song and then the visuals you did it for is crazy. It's kind of dabble into domestic violence, especially in the Black community. For that to be a big song, like what kind of changed when your career happened once that kind of blew up?
It didn't just change my career. Like I ain't never wanted to be famous. Like if you notice, like none of my artwork, I don't put my face on it. Like I don't want nobody to really know who I am. I want people to love the music. You get what I'm saying? So it's like when I dropped Do Better, it was more the career change wasn't what was crazy to me. It was the life change. Like it changed me as a person. It made me look at women completely different. It made me respect women way more because it was like I really turned into like Dr. Phil, bro. Like I was getting this real, like no cap. Like I was getting probably like 3,000 DMs a day from women. Like 3,000, no over exaggeration, like 3,000. And I was trying to respond to every last one of them, but it was deep. Like I seen a lady who lost her eye from domestic violence.
Damn.
Seen a lady get shot by her boyfriend, like stabbed up. Like I seen so much survival stories.
Yeah.
If you go to TikTok right now, you'll see women on there basically crying and showing their bruises and scars, and then showing their glow up with my
Damn.
song in the background. You get what I'm saying? Like it's like it made me realize a lot. Like I even started cutting like dudes who I was cool with, like, because women was DMing me like, oh, he be beating me. I'm like, for real? Like, oh shit. Like, I'm like, bro, I can't rock with you no more. Like, I can't respect no man that don't stand on business and treat women correctly. Like, you know, I got 3 daughters, so I just view everything different, especially with having daughters.
Yeah. So, like, with you having 3 daughters, what type of values do you instill in those daughters? Because you know,
like, my oldest 13, she got her own business. She know how to cook already. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't play no games. You get what I'm saying? And you'll be like, oh, her mama taught her. No, her daddy be on her neck.
Dope. That's fire.
Her daddy be on her neck. Like, you get what I'm saying? So it's like, I sometimes I like be like, hey, don't wear no weave in your hair. Like, wear your regular hair. I want you to understand that you're beautiful in every way possible. In every form you in. Like, I be on them hard. Like, because it's like, the platform I'm building for them as like they father, like I buy property, like, you know, like everything that I do is for them. Like, because when I got old enough and my parents weren't there no more, and my mom passed off and I ain't have nothing. Like, it's like, you get what I'm saying? When my family passed, there wasn't nothing left for me. And that's what's wrong with our community. We don't leave our kids nothing. You get what I'm saying? Right. So it's like, that's my main goal. Like, I'm building an empire for them. And I see a lot of women go through it. A man come in their life, they can have a good job, they can have their money up, they could be looking good. Next thing you know, you see her, you be like, what happened to you, girl?
Right.
And she done met that lane that come in her house, moving her crib, beating on the Lord, self-esteem. She don't feel pretty no more. And by the time a man like me get her, I can't do nothing with her because she too broken. You feel what I'm saying?
That's real.
That's real.
She gonna run me out.
Real. So like this, was
call Sonny back.
Was that like your inspiration behind your single you just dropped? Seven Rules.
Yeah, it was for my daughters. Like I literally didn't plan on putting it. Like, even with Do Better and 7 Rules, those were personal songs. That the Do Better I made for my homegirl who used to call me and talk about her abusive relationship, and I gave it to her and it helped her. And 7 Rules was like a song I made for my daughters. I just, you know, sent it to their cell phone, like, y'all play this, listen to it. And they just loved it so much. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And my buddy was like, hey, I think like every little girl across the world need to hear this. So that's why I went so crazy and promoting the record. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
And now it's like, bro, you see women like in their 70s on TikTok singing it. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's that meaningful. So like, like you said, you didn't see yourself being famous or like, you know, like you said, you like to just be inconspicuous but bring meaningful. Like, how did you feel when you knew something like this just blows up, and like, how did you feel when that happened for you?
It's a complete change in your life, because it's like on the flip side, like, I can't make no mistakes for real. Like, I almost can't even argue with a woman. You get what I'm saying? Like, so it's like when I get into situations with women, I just be like, you got it. You get what I'm saying? Because in today's world, in today's culture, some people are like vicious. So they'll be like, oh, this the Do Better guy. He yelled at me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like my dating is like, I'm really scared to date. You feel I gotta be super careful. Cause like one mistake can ruin my whole career. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so like, even with my kids' mama, like, I'm not arguing with you. You try to post me on Instagram. You try to let me up. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, it was a big change in my life, period. Like, I couldn't stop the fame from coming. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, I couldn't stop it. They still see me in the video and like, that's you. You that guy. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
hey, you the Do Better guy.
Facts.
Yeah. I mean, shit, that was a big song. I mean, it did a lot for it.
It's double platinum. Like,
yeah. Congratulations for that.
Yeah. Everybody give this man a hand. Everybody give this man a hand.
Y'all better get in these comments. I'm sorry. So nowadays, like we talking about dating is hard. Okay. I don't see you in the vlogs. I don't see you in no shade room going crazy. So I need to know your technique for these men out here that keep getting slipped up, caught up in these in this shade room exposed culture. Like, what's going on?
The difference between me and a lot of people is I'm honest. Like I feel like if you rock with me, you're going to want to be here regardless of the circumstances. So if I tell you the honest to truth, like, hey, I got this going on, this how many kids I got, this where I stay at, you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be all the way 100 with you. The way I'm gonna treat you, you gonna still be like, I take his baggage because he a real man. You feel what I'm saying? Like, now facts. You feel what I'm saying? Straight up. Like, I'm honest. Like, I'm not hiding nothing. You get what I'm saying? Like, for what? Like, and that's what I think is wrong with a lot of men. They hide stuff so much. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, if you give a woman a choice,
that's it right there.
Because to be honest, sometimes they be wanting the same thing we want.
But what do you do to the women that you tell them, like, you tell them what it is, and then they trying to change?
I distance myself. Like, it's time for me to remove myself once you're trying to force something on me.
Dope shit.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I gotta get out. It's like I ain't changing myself to do nothing that I don't want to do. If I told you from the beginning I don't want a relationship, let's just vibe out and have fun, and you say, well, I want you to be my boyfriend, you're so sweet. Like, it's like, if we vibe into a relationship, that's different. But you trying to force me in one that's complete. Like, we vibe into one and we start doing relationship things. I'm man enough to be smart enough to know I'm moving with you like I'm in a relationship. You get what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be one of these. Oh, I thought we said we ain't go together. Nah, come on, man. You did. We doing too much. I didn't went raw. You feel we go together.
So you saying rule number 1: don't go raw because they're gonna fall in love. Oh shit. Well, that's dope shit. Y'all better soak up this game right now because y'all motherfuckers get exposed on goddamn on Instagram. You know it's exposed culture out here. Shit.
Man, it's horrible.
Yeah, it's definitely horrible. So you saying like nowadays it's just kind of hard dating just because of that, you know, and because of you keeping it real. Do you find it hard when you keeping it real, and do a lot of them take it, or a lot of them kind of like?
It's way harder because they never felt it before. You get what I'm saying? Like, when somebody's not used to something, it's like, what you on? Like, real shit. You telling the truth, but it feel like you lying because they ain't used to the truth. They used to lies. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, if you feed them a lie, then they be like, yeah, that's it. But if you tell the truth, it's like, because they so used to lies. Like, you get what I'm saying? They don't know how to handle the real. I ain't gonna say every woman don't know how to handle the real, but majority of it, you know, you can't say every woman in front of women. I'm scared.
Those principles.
This Pure Game podcast. If you say women here, we mean the overwhelming majority. We ain't gonna say I'm not finna. We not over here. We not finna stop and be like, not all women. Some of them. No, if we say women, we mean if it's 60%.
That means you're rare. That means you're a rare woman.
You know
what I'm saying? Other side of that.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? So we know the semantics. We ain't gonna jump with the semantics, but we know that the overwhelming majority. You keep it real, keep it gangster with them.
Yeah, it's hard.
They try to, they still be like, okay. But then to their homegirls, I can change, I'm gonna change.
Yeah, we've had a few conversations where it's like, most women will be like, yeah, if a man tells me the truth, that's who I want to talk to, all that. And then when he tells them the truth, they run to the nigga that lying to him.
Because the fantasy
overrides
the reality.
It feel better. Lies feel better.
Yeah.
To the person that's getting them until they find out the truth. Do the lie feel good in the moment when a dude telling you, I'm in the beginning when you meet a guy and he telling you all these sweet nothings, y'all be butterflies in the stomach, like, ooh, he finna take me to Netherland. You know what I'm saying? It feel good at that moment until you realize it's a lie.
I think that comes with maturity, because as a woman, you should know you shouldn't believe anything that come out his mouth. You gotta know him by his fruits and his actions.
Fact. There we go.
So if you got deceived on your own.
Facts.
So if you got the right woman, I hear you, but I need to see you. I need to feel you, your presence. That's how I'm gonna know you. But that's just my opinion, because I'm not all women. But all women.
Say all women.
We go. That's why I cleared it up, because I seen the look in her eyes. Like, don't say that.
I appreciate it.
I appreciate it. It's healthy. It's
Nah,
healthy.
for
It's
sure.
good. And it's healthy to hear you coming from a
Nah, but
healthy place.
it's always like in the song 7 Rules, I say make a man earn all your trust, because a lot of women just give it off the jump. Yeah. It's like as soon as they meet you, oh, I trust you. No, he got to show the action to earn it. Like if he don't earn it, then why you giving it?
And that's a word.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool.
And that's a word. If you don't earn it, why you giving it? And I think that's the problem because of fantasy. You just giving them something quick.
Because of words.
You ain't make them earn it. Now you heartbroken. And that's where heartbreaking comes from.
Yeah, I call myself an action figure. That's what I say I am. I'm an action figure. I'm in the action. Like everything I say, I'm gonna do. If I say it, I'm gonna make sure I make it happen. And that's what a lot of people don't do. They don't go with to make it happen. They just listen to the say. Like right. If somebody say something, they be like, "Oh my God, girl, he finna take me to Dubai tomorrow."
Oh, so how do you earn it then? How do you earn it? What's like? Oh, she choking up.
I gotta choke up.
I got choked up.
Stop playing with me.
I got choked up out here. She hears something. It's too much game getting in her system right now. But she's saying you gotta earn. You know, we hear these things. We hear, hey, you gotta earn it. You gotta earn it, my affection and all of that stuff. And then, but I know there's an overwhelming majority of men that go up and that there's good men out there. There's, that we harp on the bad men out there, but there is some good men out there.
Solid dudes.
Yeah. I know an overwhelming majority of them that will do anything for you. I know women that needed to move or something and they got some dudes that they can call to just come and just pull up with the U-Haul and help them move and all of that. And then they got the do boys. You know what I'm saying? They got dudes that's going. I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I'm hungry. Let me call food right quick and tell them, hey, you want to go out? You right? So those dudes is proving your love, proving that they are worthy of your affection. So what is it that you really want? You know what I'm saying? What is it? Because there's dudes that's doing that, and then guess what we hear? Men are trash. Dudes is this. Dudes is that. Right? So what is it that y'all actually want for us to show that, hey, we are worthy of your affection?
I'm sorry, but it's so hard to tell the difference between someone that's genuine and somebody that's putting up a front until it's too
a little closer
late.
To the mic.
Sorry. I said it's so hard to tell the difference between someone that's genuine and someone that's putting up a front until it's too late. Like I had men that was pulling up, giving me money, pulling up, cooking, taking me out to eat, paying for my rentals and stuff like that. But they were trash men at the end of the day. And I found out when I already had feelings. And sometimes they wait until then to show their true self. So it's like it's really hard sometimes as a woman because he's doing. He could be doing a lot, but that doesn't mean that he's sincere. So it's really hard. So as a woman, can you like tell me how do we know like when he's being sincere or when it's just bullshit?
When he puts his cards on the table. For real.
Yeah,
like he really got it. You have to do a deep dive into a person's life. It's not just like something simple. A nigga can't take you out to eat, be giving you money here and there. That's a warning sign of like I'm trying to get you off my case until I want to pull up on you and I want to pull up on you.
Yep.
So you got to look for the deep dive. You got to sit down and you and him have to put the cards on the table for it to be a real situation, or it's all just surface. It's a surface.
I be thinking this. I think women think they're going to find a man that doesn't have any baggage.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I think like they feel like they're going to find this perfect person that has nothing going on in their life. And I think that they don't understand that it don't exist. Like every man has a book of flaws that he comes with. So it's all about, is he worth you fighting through these flaws with him? Like, was Gucci Man worth Keisha Kiora fighting through everything that she went through with Gucci Man? You get what I'm saying? Like, was it worth it? You get what I'm saying? He's a whole different man now. Yep. Was Kobe Bryant worth his wife fighting through everything that she fought through for him? You get what I'm saying? You got to see, like, okay, he's doing all this, he's doing that, but he's too busy. He's this, he's that. Like, it might be a few things that you don't like about his situation. Is that worth you going and go rock with Lil Tom at the cookout? Because he was too busy, or you feel what I'm saying?
I agree 100%. It's like you have to build around the foundation of the person that you know, instead of it being like, you know, oh, this nigga cheated, oh, this happened, that happened. Like, there's always gonna be some things that pop up in relationships that aren't the greatest for your relationship, but it's about, can you stick through it with this person? Are you gonna be able to make it to the next level with this person? Because everybody got issues.
And I don't think women understand the power that they have with men. Like, y'all really help mature us and help us grow. You get what I'm saying? It's like we be looking for certain, and then a lot of us have mother issues. We grew up with no mom. Mom wasn't present, didn't have a family for real. So it's like we didn't have that maturity. So it's like some women give us that maturity and make us grow up. Like, if you know Gucci, man, and you know how we be looking for, because I'm from the hood where he from. So I be looking at her, like, what she do to her? Like, I want some of that. You know what I'm saying? Change my life. Let me this account looking real nice. Come change it into something else. You get what I'm saying? Exactly. Like, and it be certain things that I be looking for in a woman, and it just be like, I feel like on both ends, men and women, we always be looking like, I didn't gave my all to somebody before and they hurt me. Yeah. And I didn't gave my all to somebody before and they hurt me. So it's like, well, I'm gonna sit back and wait and see what he do. Or I'm gonna sit back and wait and see what she do. So it's both ends bullshit.
Yeah, you can't play from can't play from a scoring place.
Man, I come in every situation with a fresh start. Like, I ain't worried about what happened before, what nobody did to me. It's a fast shot. Give me a fast shot and I'll show you that I'm the one. But if you ain't gonna give me no fast shot, I can't win against that.
I think that should be established, because just how you said, sometimes the guys come in with their issues, with the mom issues. It needs to be grace for both of y'all, because the woman, she might become with daddy issues.
No,
and that's a conversation too. So we both got to see, look, this is where we are and what we on.
That's putting the cards on the table.
Yeah. I'm for the women though. Like, I preach that all the time. Like, I'm for the women that understand that, like, women that went through a lot of stuff. You get what I'm saying? That's why I make the music I make, because it's like, it's hard for women out here. You get what I'm saying? The abuse, the disrespect, the low self-esteem. You get what I'm saying? It's a pretty girl I know right now. And every time I talk to her, she be down to herself, and it bothered me so much. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you not ugly. What are you talking?
It's the program.
You get what I'm saying? And it's just like, but the last dude just drug her so bad. You feel what I'm saying?
She lost.
She gotta pick herself up. It's a process. That's a whole process. But this, like, you can't go get in no relationship if you're like that. You get what I'm saying? Right. And I think a big thing is people don't understand when to be in a relationship and when to enjoy their life and just get back to themselves.
That's kind of like his question. And I would want to ask, because you said something about putting the cards on the table, right?
Right.
But how much is too much? Because sometimes you don't want to give everything. Well, sometimes they say, don't tell him your whole backstory because he might use it against you.
See,
that's twofold also.
Right. I was about to say, at the end of the day, you really have to think about it from this standpoint. It's like, I know I could tell you some shit that'll make you run away right now. I'm gonna hold that. Because I know this one little card that I got, that I'm not gonna put it on the table. That's the one I hide in my deck. So, you discretion.
Wisdom. It's called wisdom.
Right. You really have to think from a standpoint of like, I'm not gonna tell. Just let from being with 3 bitches and this, that, and the third, and blah blah blah. Sorry, right. I mean, keep it real to a certain extent. You just got to be smart about it.
I want to say something. One of the things that I respect about you, man, is your level of transparency. I think that's missing from relationships or interactions in general. It's because we all going in scoring, number one, and we're going in hurt, and we're on the defense because I'm looking for the red flags in you, as opposed to coming in offering value. It's like looking in the mirror a lot of times. We don't look in the mirror, you know what I mean, to the degree, or with the exception of looking for somebody else to do the work for me. You see what I'm saying? Being the savior a lot of times. And so when it comes to those kind of things, if we're not careful, if you give out too much, you see what I'm saying? The other person would take for granted what you're giving.
Right.
And then at that point, you become that anchor that they've been looking for, and you getting the shit drained out of you because You come in whole, offering value, and if they're not doing the work themselves, or if you're not challenging them, then be like, what the fuck we doing?
It's the energy thing.
So
Exactly.
Do y'all think, I'm gonna just ask this question. Do y'all think, you know how you had a first date, right? And everybody be sitting down, you be like, well, what happened? You know, are you in a relationship? What happened to your last relationship? Do you think like that should be something you should like keep it cool, or you should really say like maybe I needed to grow or maybe he needed to grow?
I think it don't matter. Like, I don't even know why that even is even a question. Right? You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not worried about the next man. Like, only way I'm gonna think about anything that you had going on before me is if it come to my forefront or you bring it up. You get what I'm saying?
Those
like,
triggers.
I don't care.
I need to know.
One guy
told me he punched his baby mother in the arm when she was pregnant. I said, "Oh, you are."
Why would he even say that though?
Because he going.
He would know. I think he was just trying to put you in your place.
Yeah, I think he tried to scare you.
Because
punched
you
the
ignore
pregnant.
these red flags.
Why would you break comfortable? I ain't even, like, that's like me get comfortable around a girl. Like, yeah, I caught a body when I was 16. Like, no,
you'd be surprised, and I'm not gonna hold you. Y'all gonna judge me on this. If you ever saw me at the table, know I'm a little toxic. If I'm talking to a guy and he's like a baby daddy, if your baby mother don't want you, I don't want you. Like, I feel like all baby mothers want their baby daddy. If you're a good man, if you're a provider, a protector, and y'all already have a kid, she's not letting you go. So automatically, and it's just like, oh, she kicked me out, or she did it. I'm looking like
it could be a truth.
No,
if she don't want you, then you,
If my baby daddy was doing what he did, I'll be with my baby daddy. You know what I mean? So it's just like, bro, what's going on? So sometimes you gotta get to know a person. You gotta let the person get to know you, because I'll be judging real bad.
I just don't think you just come out and just run down everything that you got going on in the first time you doing something. Mean somebody.
And I would say this to a certain extent, because we have seen people that have had kids and then they never married their baby mama and then they found the love of their life. It depends on what type of level he was when he got with that baby mama, because he could have grown so much past and she didn't grow.
True.
Yeah, facts. Yeah.
So that's a process too.
You just said a word. Okay, listen, for real, because I was like 19 when I had my first kid. You get what I'm saying? So it was like I had my kids early, but like from an empty hole in my heart. Like, I just felt like I needed my kids. Because I lost my mama, my grandmother, my granddad. Like, I started losing so much family. It was like depressing. So it was like I was trying to fill that hole with children. You get what I'm saying? Huh?
I ain't trying to be in your business.
You
got one baby mama?
No, 3.
Okay. Mm-hmm. At 19, so it went like what?
No, so it was like, like my oldest is 13.
You could do better.
Yeah. Them folks straight. I just bought my kids' mama a new crib. I'm moving my other kid. I pay for all that shit. Like, no pressure. Yeah, I'm like, I take care of my kids' moms, like, because I feel like my kids live there. So it's like, it's not part like me taking care of her. I feel like it's me providing for my kids. You get what I'm saying? So they don't gotta pay no bills and no rent and all that. Like, I'm a real boss. I don't know.
All right, I got a quick question. You said
it's a red flag.
You said 3
because I take care of my kids.
I might judge you by your flow a little bit. I might be like, that's too much for me.
So Bill, okay, cool. My first kid, my first baby mama was like my high school sweetheart. The second one was like, some me being in the streets. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. My third one was I was engaged to. I was finna get married. You get what I'm saying? So it was a relationship. Okay. It wasn't like it was like, oh, I was just hitting this,
shooting up the club.
See, that's what I say. So this is what women do. You see how you quickly judge me?
I did not.
No, listen. Hold on.
Yes, you did.
Listen, you see how you quickly judge me? Like, if you hear the story, if I can break the story, you'll be like, okay, I understand. You get what I'm saying? But it's like once you tell a woman something, they automatically. I just went through this. I swear to God, I met a girl. She was nice. She was sweet. She told her mama about me. Her mama said, "Woo." Her mama said, girl. Then she was about to come to my crib. She said, "What y'all finna eat?" She said, "He probably gonna get you some hot wings." I had a whole lobster crab leg boil going on. She thought I was bringing some wings. I'm like, damn. People prejudge you and don't know like your heart and how pure you is. Whatever mistakes, and not even say mistakes, whatever I had going on in my process of growing doesn't mean that makes who I am. You get what I'm saying?
And that's cool because that's why the conversation, because you see, you just toned it down, and that means, all right, we can keep dating because I can hear that, and then I can get to know you. I got to open up your mind though, so I'm gonna ask those questions.
I love questions. I love questions.
I got a question after her. No, you good.
So just like how you just broke it down and was just like, yeah, this is why I got 3 baby mamas. Are y'all having that same type of patience with a woman though? And I need all of y'all to be honest.
Sure. No, for sure. No, for sure. Yeah, like some men don't have that type of patience to be like, oh, you got all this going on and you got all that going on. But I'm just like, I'm understanding. Like, I'm gonna keep it real. When my first kid's mama dealt with another dude once we had got back together, after I had done did dirt to her, I took my shot on the chin. You feel what I'm saying? Even though I ended up leaving the relationship later on, I wasn't mad at her. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if you can dish it out, you got to be able to take it. And I think that's what's wrong.
But you have 3 kids, 3 different baby mamas. Is that why you're understanding to the woman with 3 kids, 3 baby daddies?
I'm not saying like, if a woman has 3 kids, 3 different baby daddies, I look at that completely different.
Yeah.
I look at that completely different.
Why? Any different?
I'm not saying it's any different. I'm saying I look at it completely different because that's just how a man views it when it comes to a woman. It's just it's like, okay, if
cool
my mom
do it, it's a problem when not.
Listen, if my mama listen, I judge my mama. My mama got 9 kids. I judge her. God rest her soul. I judged her. I'm like, Mom, what was you doing out here? Why you wasn't in the house?
Like, Mama, why? Why, Mama?
I got all these dudes. I got a fight growing up. Why you put all these folk around me?
But you asked a significant question. Are we patient with our women as a lot of women are with the men? I've been with my woman for 20 years. 20. That's a lot of work. That's a pickaxe, a water hose, and a shovel, because there's a lot of undercurrent there. There's a root system there. You see, like you said, baggage. There's a lot of unhealed shit, you see, toxic shit that we had to put on the table, continually putting on the table, because people change through their process.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? 5 years in, you're not that same person when you first got together. 15 years in, you're not that same person at 5 years. You got to put that on the table. Like you said earlier, you will elevate. And if she's not elevating with you or vice versa, then we got to put that on the table. You see what I'm saying? We got to go back to the drawing board, because this is not working for neither of us. And I'm not finna sit on the side of the bed, you know what I mean? And you at 8 years old and I'm at 19 or vice versa. No, because it's unproductive. So when we look at relationships, because we never really seen healthy relationships growing up, it was almost like being the first one to graduate from college, because it's like, damn, I really want to know how this relationship shit works, because it's not good. You see what I'm saying? From what I grew up seeing, at 4 years old, I saw my mama throw it in the trunk of a car. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that could have ended my mindset. I should have been locked up. I should have been on dope. But it was by the grace of God. You see what I'm saying? So it's those things. And coming into the relationship, you don't impose that on nobody. It's like what Lil Donald said earlier. It's like you come in with a clean slate. You see what I'm saying? Whatever happened to you is not my responsibility. That's not my problem. Let's deal with that. I'm here as an aide, but I'm not your coach.
Right. And I feel like sometimes people tend to bring like their past experiences onto their current relationship or their future relationship, and that tends to push people away. And I just think that, like what you said, people need to go in with a clean slate, because it gives your current partner or your future partner a fair chance to make things successful. You're going to keep having these failed relationships if you guys keep bringing the past up, like, oh, he hit me, so I think you're going to hit me, and etc. So,
girl, but we cannot ignore the red flags, honey.
But
we cannot. Let me tell you something.
But people change and people grow and they learn.
Yeah, but in this relationship that I'm currently in, he was doing the same shit that my ex was doing 10 years ago. And I said, let me tell you something, baby. The players change, but the game don't. Whatever you're doing, just stop. Because it's going to hurt us. If you want to be with me, these games that you playing is going to hurt. It's going to hurt us, and it's not going to work. And it took some time, but I feel like he realized, okay, do I want to be with her? Do I not? He realized he wants to work on a relationship, and a lot of things have changed. And the same pep talk with me. You can't be insecure. You can't be jealous. You can't be doing this. You can't be doing that. I don't like this. This is going to push me away. And it was just like, all right, cool. But sometimes you can't ignore the red flags. So somebody displaying signs of something that you've been through before, have that conversation. Right. I'm not saying ghost them, but just be like, hey,
you see what you did that a lot of women don't do is you was patient and you sat him down and had a conversation with him.
Right.
It's all about communication.
Yeah, it's like all that yelling and who is this and what is that? Like that's automatically shut everything down. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you said you sat down and had a conversation, and that's what we be needing sometimes.
Maturity.
Because we like a lot of the times we doing things that we're used to. You get what I'm saying? It's like sometimes you form a pattern in your life of like, this is what I do, this, and you don't even know that like some people do, but a lot of people don't know like this wrong to you. You get what I'm saying? Like I go on live and I flirt and play on live. You get what I'm saying? That's my character. Like that's who I am when I'm online. So if I'm dating somebody, I'm on doing my personality stuff, and you get mad about my personality stuff, and I'm like, this is who I am. This is what I do. This is what builds my brain and makes me grow.
That's like a man having a problem with dating a stripper. You already started dating a stripper. You know what she got to do. What she got to work for.
Facts. You like, why you was twerking his face?
Why you smiling too hard?
What you doing?
Right. Certain things you just got to be okay.
So instead of snapping on me and come to me about how it make you feel and talk to me and have a conversation, I'll be like, okay, maybe I can find a different approach to how to interact when I get online. You know what I'm saying? To respect you or make you comfortable. But once you come yelling and complaining about it and nagging about it, it kind of like just throws the whole communication, like connective communication off. And now it's like, all right, whatever.
Look, Donald, I got a question to ask you, man. Your level of transparency that's undergirded with integrity, where'd that come from? Because a lot of guys today don't have that quality. Where did that come from?
My granddad. Yeah. I was right.
I stand up for the granddads, for the
my granddad, my granddad was like my best friend. Like he really taught me so much. He taught me the value of money. He taught me how, like, the way I seen him treat my grandmother was like, but when she came home, his plate was there. She had that dinner ready. She pulled out that foot tool, put it by the couch, let him sit his feet in there. She get in there, get them corn, whatever she had going on. Like she treated him like after she finished that foot bath, she went and cut on the shot. So it's like my expectations is like, I'm gonna keep it real.
There you go.
I like king treatment. You feel what I'm saying? Like I don't like I got a chef. You feel what I'm saying? But I still want my woman to cook. Like even if you can't cook, my chef can teach you. You feel what I'm saying? Like I ain't saying we can't eat out, we can't go on dates, but it's certain things that are love languages to me. Like, oh, she cooked me a meal. But again,
what's the problem?
We just said
what's the problem with that?
Comes from we not having that motherly love.
Like to feel safe.
We go, but listen, I'm gonna do my part. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna do my part. What's your business? Oh, for real? Well, we got 20,000. We're gonna invest into that to build that up. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm one of them real men that like I'm for you every step of the way. But it's like if I pour this in here and it's empty there, and she don't pour nothing back into me, what energy do I have?
Reciprocation.
That's cool, but realistically, not a lot of men have 20K to throw in your business. So what advice would you give men that's not financially well off, that do want to keep the relationship that they do have with the woman they love?
It's all about putting into what she want. If you don't have 20K and she have a hairline, you get what I'm saying? You need to be posting and promoting it. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's about whatever she doing. Like, you got to support her, whatever she, like, if you need to make her feel love, you need to give her the proper attention. Like, I'm a busy guy, but if I'm in a relationship, I'm gonna at least take a day or two off and be like, hey, let's just go somewhere and vibe out for a couple of days, but I got to get back to work when I get back. You get what I'm saying? Like, so it's all about putting enough effort into her. But some women don't have the patience to understand the hustling man either. You get what I'm saying?
That's the realest.
You said some. I'm gonna put most on that. Most of them don't understand the hustle.
I'm a hustler. Now I'm remodeling the Airbnb. I'm running a record label by myself. I'm opening my food truck. Like I be pulled everywhere. You get what I'm saying? So I just be needing support. Like if I'm promoting a song, I need you to be like, hey, what can I do to help you? You get what I'm saying? Instead of, oh, you putting all your time into
Yeah,
that music.
yeah. What are you doing? Why you out here? Like, you need to spend time with me. Like, what
Make
you
yourself
doing?
a part of what I've
Yeah.
got going on if you really want to be in my life.
Some women be jealous of their man too.
That's true.
Some women,
Yeah.
just like how some men see the potential in a woman, like, oh, if she got rid of that fupa and you know, did a couple of spots, like she'll
Now
go
they
from a 9 to
Now
a
they
10.
scared.
Like,
they
you know what I mean?
scared.
So there's some women that sit there and be like, damn, if he get a 6-pack, or oh, if he make 20 more K a year, and they try to keep you down. So when they see you elevating, that's when they'll complain.
Facts.
When they see you working out the gym, oh, you with the chicks at the gym. So we got to be really careful. It's not just the men that do it, it's women too. We deal with a lot of people with mental issues. You have to understand, people have anxiety. Okay, jealousy, they need to classify that as a disease.
If you're dating somebody like that and like, you know, being jealous of your partner, that's not your partner. That's your op.
Yeah.
But that
A
goes
lot of people be sleeping with their ops. A lot of people marry their ops, your own moms and dads.
Yeah, and you don't realize it until later.
Fact. But that goes back to saying, like, when are you ready to be in a relationship? And I think a lot of people don't know. Like, we just be like, I don't want to be alone. Get in a relationship.
Right.
Like, I'm one of them type of people. I'm not jumping in a relationship. Like, listen, I love harder than anybody in the world probably. Cancer. Exactly.
Oh, they done got wet when you said that shit. They said cancer there. Oh, they just I seen it.
Done got
I
infected.
seen it. They done got infected. Shit. That's just the light in the eye. Something going on with cancer.
Oh, it makes sense because she's a Taurus. I'm a Pisces. So we just reflecting. I'm hearing her. I'm hearing you. So I just had to ask your sign. But you're right. But to just add into that, I feel as an emotional person as well, when is it okay to get in a relationship? When you know how to be responsible for your own happiness, because you should not bring that baggage.
Facts.
There
Like,
you go.
You said another word.
Your partner is your partner, and you should come in a relationship with something you can contribute, not look for something to take, because we are helpmeets. And as women, we have to remember that.
Yeah.
But we also have to remember that they're not responsible for our full happiness.
That's real shit.
And you need to have a life outside of that that's conducive to still doing something productive. Not saying you got to be outside being a, but you got to have a life where you in Pilates, whatever, you just kind of keep yourself a little bit
something
busy
to do outside of just 100% being in that man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But see, a part of that came from the fantasy that y'all was fed growing up from 5 on up. You see what I'm saying? Walt Disney fed y'all some bullshit that still has not been undone yet. Because when we get into the real world and deal with real people, and you begin to see the issues, now it's going to challenge you to see whether or not that you got what it takes to count the cost. You see what I'm saying? To be patient with these people. Because if you really care about somebody, see, I go a little bit deeper a lot of times because we take for granted it's all about love. Some days you're not going to love that person. Do you like that person? Do you want to be around that person sometime? Can you still have a conversation with that person when you're pissed off? You see what I'm saying? So those things are important as well, because love is not enough. I gotta like you. I gotta want to be around you.
Be my friend.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Fact. I don't want to be you know what I mean, bothered when your presence is here. You see what I'm saying? So it's those things that got to be taken into consideration as women. You see what I'm saying? Because we got feelings too. You see what I'm saying? Although we may mask them with other things, but the reality is that if I'm pissed off, I still know how to have a conversation with you. You see what I'm saying? That can go overwhelm with you, that'll cause you to think. Because at the end of the day, if I want you to grow, I'm not fucking you tonight.
Yeah.
Damn.
Let me say that again.
No,
if I want you to grow, I'm not fucking you tonight.
So would you X out one night stands? Like if you fucked a girl on the first night, would you X her out completely? Like she wouldn't even be a potential?
No.
That's irrelevant. That's not even a part of the conversation.
That ain't got nothing
to do with it.
Yeah, but see, like how I handle, like I don't like arguing at all. Like that's a big thing to me. If you're argumentative, I can't do it at all.
Right.
Like I'm like, once you get mad, give me a couple hours. You get what I'm saying? And then we can talk about it. I hate to rush you. Let's talk now. I want to get it up.
It's best to walk. It's best to walk away sometimes, because you never know in the heat of the moment what this person is thinking. That's how people end up getting shot,
right,
hurt, beat up, whatever the case is. I
mean, I had a few thoughts.
You got to take that 10-minute break, hour break, go downstairs, go smoke, whatever you need to do to get your mind off the situation.
I think women got to understand that, like, if you angry, give yourself time to calm down before you approach that conversation, because y'all don't approach it the right way sometimes, and it's turning into something
right. And then there's another side to it where it's like some people aren't good with their facial expressions of being angry, so they
walk around like, what's up?
So they looking at you all wild and shit, and a real man's gonna ask what's the issue, and so that's what the issue is that like sometimes people just have to, you upset. All right, I'm gonna go to the store real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get my nails.
Right, I'm gonna go get my nails.
Yeah, we have to learn how to take space.
Yes.
Yeah, because words hurt and they're unforgettable.
And we say something don't even mean it.
Oh God!
That's
why your grandma got one leg. Like what?
Halfway meaning.
What shit ain't got nothing to do with the subject matter.
About my grandma for like, you get what I'm saying?
I feel like as couples too, we got to be aware of trauma bonding.
Right.
Some people don't understand that. Like, you'll think your man your best friend because he like to gossip like a female and do female stuff, and you think like after a while you realize it's not the man you want, so y'all have friction and stuff like that, or you realize your woman is a little toxic, but she got it from the mud like you and certain things. So we got to realize when trauma bonding is a big deal too, a big thing too. So we have to realize, because we went through similar things doesn't mean that we're for each other. You know what I mean?
Right.
At one point I said, this is really ignorant. I was, in my mid-20s. I said, I don't want to do that struggle. I want a guy that had both of his parents. I came from a two-parent household that went to church and never grew up poor, because it's just like I wanted to see something else. I didn't want to bond with somebody because we went through the same stuff as youth.
Yeah.
It isn't fair. That's why I said.
Yeah, cause I was finna say, you automatically X me out. Like
for real, dead ass. Come on,
fuck
dog.
my daddy.
Because I would say that's like us when we get into conversation, when we get mad, when the guys say, "Oh, I can't deal with a black woman because she nag too much, so I only like to talk to a different race."
Baby, I'm Puerto Rican and black, so he gonna pick one. Latinos are crazy too, so I don't know.
But some people say that, oh, it's easier to deal with a different race.
One of my people told
and
me
I
that,
feel that's a cop out.
One of my partners told me this. He because he date, the different race, and he was like, bro, I don't even see why you still trying, but it's love over here. You know what I'm saying? I said, damn, so you would never, he said, never, ever, he'll never date a woman of our race again.
I feel like it doesn't have anything to do with race. It has to do with culture. Like, I got a lot of backlash because I said I will never date Black American men. I only date Caribbean men of Caribbean culture.
And that's wild.
And
that is wild.
Some people think that, but I feel like y'all have no culture. Like, what is y'all culture like? Collard greens and mac and cheese and trap music. Like, what is your culture? A lot of y'all don't know where y'all came from. Y'all don't know y'all tribe. Y'all don't really know y'all.
Take them over there and show them then, because
slavery, like. I feel like nobody's really tapped into their culture. Like, I don't want to step into religion, but it's just like that was taught by y'all slave masters. Like, who are you? If you know, if you could look into your past and understand who you really are, then you can see into your future.
Hold up, Caribbean men got dropped off first. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So they was on the slave ship too.
I was finna say something. I just
have to say at the end of the day, they got dropped off first, and they under a royal rule. You understand? So they still owned by a country. I mean, it doesn't say we own. Yeah. We just not,
And I'm gonna just say this because that's still speculation, as far as putting people in certain boxes. As a woman, when you come in a relationship, if you feel like you can wake him up to something, wake him up. When he time, you feel like you want to take him to them countries, you want to take him to Africa, because I'm always in Africa, but I'm from Detroit and I never seen no culture, and I went to go learn it on my own. But I wouldn't just feel like I'll take a guy with a single mom. See, I'm gonna look at him and where his mission. Where are we going? Because not where we at. Where are we going? That's what's important. And how can we both build into that? Because, and yes, I want to feel safe. Yes, I feel he's supposed to protect me, all that good stuff. But I'm not going to be like, oh, because I know my job. So I'm supposed to expose him to stuff he don't see. So I'm not going to put it like, oh, he a Caribbean. Oh, he come from one man. Yeah. No, I want to see where you're going. Let me see how we get together, because I might change his life. And that's my job for real.
And that's offering value.
And that's the key.
Value.
That's the
real
key
value.
to a woman. Like, you can come into a man who knows nothing or haven't learned himself or seen nothing. I come from the trenches. Like, I come from the real trenches. I haven't seen a lot of stuff. Now I'm seeing it. But growing up, I ain't see nothing. Miami was like an island to me. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you some real shit. Like I come from nothing. We ain't leave a block. You get what I'm saying? Like it was like that. You get what I'm saying? So it's like it takes a certain woman to come in your life and be like, no, babe, try this different fruit or do this different shit. And you be like, oh my God, this shit is different over here. You get what I'm saying?
I want to speak on this because I feel like with these podcasts and certain social media posts, they say generic things like we're all the same age. A 21-year-old woman will get it out the mud with you. A 35-year-old woman is not doing that, bro.
It's not an age.
Like
it's not an age.
No, seriously. At a certain point, it's like, when do you have your shit together, though?
Listen,
when do you have yourself together?
That's not entirely
what
true.
What is having
though.
your shit together? Is it because you don't know something, or is it financial? Like, what's having your shit together? Because shit, I had money for the past 5-6 years, but mentally, I ain't know a lot of shit. You get what I'm saying? Shit, I just in the past 3 years learned about credit and shit. You feel me? Now I got a great credit score, but it's just like certain shit I didn't know because it wasn't on my agenda to know because I had other shit going on. So it's like you could get your shit together and learn at any time of your life. I know people 50, 60 years old that just found out some shit that they supposed to knew when they was 20.
Exactly.
I feel like it definitely, if we're talking about potential, then maybe the potential, but it's just certain things that I feel like we can't sit there and just take everything and it's like you're supposed to be patient, you're supposed to be this. You got to have standards within yourself.
What you're doing is you're bottling people up as in like if you don't know this, if you don't know this or you ain't at this level, then I can't fuck with you. But then your husband might be at that level and you're not gonna get him because you God sending him to you and you neglected him because he don't have certain things that you're looking for and it's instilled in you. You get what I'm saying? So you could have flipped it over, taught him that, and he could have been the right man for you. You get what I'm saying?
When the men come together, like it's a certain power between a real relationship of a solid woman and a solid man. I'm gonna make him do stuff that he never could have done by himself, period. And he's supposed to inspire me to see stuff in me that I've never seen in my own self. And that's how y'all continue to grow.
Do your hand like this? Oh, I was just making sure.
Oh yeah.
Nah.
It's on the way. It's on the way. We chilling right now.
I'm worried about myself.
But no, I had to do a lot of healing. I really had to do a lot of. I had a toxic phase. I had the daddy issue phase and the wound and my man, the codependent. I had that, but I had to take responsibility. Like, hold on now, wait a minute.
Facts. I had to start.
Now dating is like way more. I mean, I've always. I ain't never had a problem dating, but it wasn't as fruitful as I needed it to be. Does that make sense? I had dating because, I'm cute. Oh, because a guy can buy me something. That's why a lot of times if a guy buy you something, he just got it to buy it. It don't mean that he really love you. He just got it like that. It costs him nothing to give you that.
Have fun.
Some people just, So if you start getting deeper and you just really want to be loved on properly and you really like, okay, we got a purpose for life and we got a purpose to leave our family. Like he said, he want to leave his family, his kids, stuff. That's how we're supposed to do it. Legacy. So that's now I look like, okay, our mission is this. This is what he already on, but we shouldn't get with nobody that's not at 70% their potential. I mean, 70% already on their mission. He already got to know what he doing. So you right. I don't say bring a nigga up from the bottom. I'm not on that. We're not on that. Maybe when you were younger at 21, but I would say he need to be at 70%. But you ain't got to be at 120 because you get the right woman. We get in the same dynamic. Maybe we there. And I'm gonna make sure you don't fall, but that's only our responsibility as far as the power in it. It's a power. A guy could be doing so good by himself, and a woman could be doing so good by herself. But when y'all come together, that's why you have successful women that's really not happy.
Because y'all have,
and you have successful men that'll tell you that they don't really even feel like they blowing their money. So it's a dynamic because women, and I've been that woman. I've had my own hair store. I've had to be, and I'm like, okay, this ain't even all what it's cracked up to be. This ain't because we go so far. Now we gotta be independent F niggas and this and that. And them the women that's still not happy. So we need to find out what is happiness to you and come back to that.
That's a fact. Like
so
the relationship I'm in right now, we're best friends first. Is he perfect? No. I'm like, damn, like you missing this percentage. And if I would have overlooked him because he didn't have this and that, I'll be missing. I'm so happy right now. So happy. And he has the most patience with me. Like the times I want to curse him out and do all his action stuff and burn up his stuff, he be like, baby, talk to me. What's going on? When I'm having a bad day and I'm having an attitude, instead of catching an attitude too, we be like, come here, come
Yeah.
Sit down.
And we need that.
Yeah, he know how to
Exactly.
calm you.
Nah,
He
but
know how to
not
calm you.
everybody is like that. Like
Yeah,
I've been
facts.
in relationships where you have an attitude, we got an attitude too. Who got bigger attitude? That they in competition. That's the one you need to go.
Yeah,
You
that's the
know
one you need to
understand?
go.
But see, a
So
lot.
I would have overlooked someone because they're younger than me. They didn't have as much experience, but I would have overlooked this person because of stuff that's tangible, stuff that y'all could build together. And I feel like as women, we can't get it confused because we getting so many mixed messages from the stuff on the internet, from
The
our
bullshit.
friends and stuff like that. Men too. So it's just like you got to do
Bullshit.
what's right for
Facts. That shit on the
Yeah.
internet be cap.
Yeah.
I sit here and watch women watch that shit all day and be like, I want that life. Man, them
Yeah.
They
folks
don't even know.
shout
That
it,
shit is a
shout it,
fantasy.
slamming, shout it through the wall when they cut that camera off, man. Like, don't trade them folk cap. Like, that's what's wrong with the world, and that's the bad thing about the internet because everybody can look at somebody. I remember like yesterday, I was going out my time, like everybody like, oh, I want this like them Dirk in India. I want this like this person and that person. I want this like Funny Mike and Woo. Bro, want your own situation and your own happiness.
yeah.
You feel
Yeah,
me?
yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah, and
You
it's
don't
like
know.
your self-happiness is most important. If you're not happy, you can't make nobody else happy. When you said that, it clicked because that's what it took for me. I had to be single for years to make myself happy again. Like I realized I wasn't happy. So everybody who I brought around me, I'm gonna bring them down. So it was like until I get myself back to a certain point, or if I do it now, if I get in a depressed state or mental state, like I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna just stay away from people. I'm gonna just focus on building myself back up before I let people come back around.
People need to hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You hear me?
we dropping
You hear me?
jewels, but unfortunately, my boy Lil Donald, he got some commitments. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
I
saying? So
got a show. I gotta go do it.
That's what's up.
you gotta show, but you gotta come back and get some more of this.
Man, I
game out
love
to these
it,
people.
man.
You know?
Yeah,
We
man.
had a good
I
time.
love
Love your spirit.
But what we like to do is we like to just give everybody their final thoughts. You know, I'm gonna start it off by you over there. You've been quiet. over there,
Yeah,
so
I had a
need-
lot to say. I didn't know when
You ain't know when
You
to
supposed to
in.
jump in.
You gotta be aggressive.
I
Where
was
your
taking
aggressiveness?
all of it in. I was like,
Got
yeah.
I gotta
okay.
get you back because I gotta hear what your mind. You know what I'm saying? The people got to know.
All right, so if she got one more question,
So go ahead, you got a question.
You got one
Do
more
I?
question.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. So you said that you feel like a man has to show you his trust. He has to show you that you can trust him
Yeah, for
before
sure.
you can actually commit to him.
Yeah.
But a lot of times a man will put all this stuff on the table for you really just to keep you in his corner, kind of manipulate you. Like he doesn't really want to have a relationship with you. He just wants to control you in a way. So how do you really know when a man is really trying to be for real with you or really just trying to have you in like,
as a placeholder.
yeah, exactly.
Because it's about benefits. So how much does he do for you or invest in you that doesn't benefit him? You get what I'm saying? So it's like if I'm doing everything, if I'm taking you out to eat tonight, but I know you finna give me some coochie, then that's a benefit. You feel what I'm saying? If I give you this money, but you finna go do something for me on the way to wherever you going, it's a benefit. So it's like men do things when they have hidden agendas, they only do it for a benefit of them. You get what I'm saying? When a real man do it, it's no benefit to him. It's like I'm just doing this for you.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I ain't do this for you and then call you later on that night. Like, where you at? Pull up. I want some.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So you just gotta pay attention to what he wants for what he does.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Now, if I'm doing it for 3 years and you ain't gave me nothing, it's over with.
Nah, hell no.
Yeah,
You said 3 years, I
don't
give it
drag
some.
him. That's what I'm saying. Don't
Nah,
drag him. You feel
Yeah,
what I'm
that
saying? But
Oh.
if a man doing something and it's no benefit for him, then that's when you learn, like, okay, he really into this with me.
Okay, but as a woman, how long do you think that it's appropriate to make him wait to give him anything back in return? Because you don't want to be too fast.
I don't think it's no time limit. I think it's an energy thing. I think it's if you feel it and you want it and that's what you want to do, I just feel like you should do it. You're grown.
Yeah, go
and to
off
be
the
honest,
vibes.
all that making a nigga wait shit is only gonna waste your life. Because if you make a nigga if you make a nigga wait 6 months and he gonna play you and play this position for 6 months, he gonna get that shit and he gonna flip the script on your ass. So would you rather make a nigga wait 6 months or a week and then you find out what his true colors is?
A guy waited 5 years. And as soon as he hit it, he was ass.
But see, that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't trust that brother best friend shit. I don't trust it.
Yeah,
That shit don't exist.
yeah. He wait.
I don't
just
trust
wait-
that shit at
He
all.
waiting for his opportunity.
Yeah, that shit ain't real.
Yeah,
We
I
all know
don't
that.
trust
That's
that.
that nice guy
What she was
syndrome.
finna say? Hold on, y'all. I want to know what she was finna say.
Go
real
ahead.
quick. No, say it.
No,
Say it.
say what you got.
I want to know.
In regards to what you caught me, that she caught me, and I just wanted to tell her as far as, when to know, like when to make them wait and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You gotta have that intuition. We're born with
Intuition.
that. You got don't. Like literally the green flag, they talking the red flag, start red flag, and the green flag. I'm talking about if you got a journal, if you got to sleep on it, you just got to go to war with yourself, because regardless, when you do it for you. And so it's whatever you can handle. If you can't handle that nigga leaving you, do not open your legs, period. Now, if you can handle with the controlling your power and you like, all right, we really rocking with each other, the connection there, and I done journaled it. I done walked in grace. I done told him no, because you got to see how a nigga act when you tell him no, too.
Right.
Literally, you got to see how a nigga send him home and see how is he still calling you good morning? Is he still sending flowers?
Facts.
You got to test him.
Right.
And then that's when I say, like, all right, he rocking with you because he really like going above and beyond
Facts.
by his actions, though.
Yeah.
Action.
And you as a woman don't even, I'm talking about literally replay that whole conversation, start journaling. Well, whatever you got to do to control yourself, because we trick our minds. And that's okay, because we women, we overthink. You know what I mean? But yeah, we got to get smarter. That's all.
I like
You got to do
I
better.
appreciate that.
Facts.
Oh, shoot. Y'all better be liking this video, guys. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, now the floor is back yours. I need a final thought for you. What's your final thoughts on the night? Yeah, you.
Final thought.
Uh-huh.
Like, what am I gonna take from this? Or like,
Yeah,
any
like
questions?
what's your last thought on the night, and what you want the people to kind of know, you know?
I think that listening to you guys talk, it made me realize that I need to be more intentional about the men that I put in my life, because I'm realizing, like, listening to what he was saying, I was like, dang, like, men really be out here doing that? Like, I haven't met one yet. So I'm like, okay. So I think that's what I'm about to take from it. Like, yeah, I need to be more intentional. Like, the men I let into my life, like, I guess I've been meeting some clowns.
Nah, just date with intent.
Yeah.
Just date. Final thoughts for you, what you took from the night.
I think what it is with me as a Cancer, we have so much love to give, and we just want to give and just like nurture the people that we care about and we love. And my weakness is that I tend to overkill with the giving, like birthdays, Christmas, like just because. And sometimes people can use that as a weapon against me and just manipulate me and trick me into thinking that they're there for me and they for me, and they're really not. They're just there for, the luxury, the goods and all that. And hearing what y'all was talking about, it kind of just made me like want to take a step back, like, damn, maybe I need to give it a little bit of time, have the man present what he can offer to me first before I give my all. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
we hear that.
Look at
Look at God right now.
Start a school.
Look at this. Come on, preacher man.
Man, you wild. You wild. Have your own happiness. You know what I mean? Be true to yourself. You know what I mean? Don't go in with the intention of somebody else giving you something. You know what I mean? Don't allow what you're going through or your giving spirit to be killed by somebody's unappreciation. You see what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Understand your value. Give out nuggets. Give out nuggets. See how they handle that. You see what I'm saying? And if they can handle that, then but be patient with yourself too. I think a lot of time we're impatient with ourselves.
Yeah.
And so, my thing is that lead with value, because you'll know exactly who the person is when they open their mouth. Because as y'all say, y'all intuition, right? Don't allow the intuition kick in when the bullshit happens. Let that happen when it's going good as well. So I say my end note is don't get comfortable.
Never get comfortable. Comfortability ruins everything.
Yeah.
If you start with the gawk, keep gawk. If you start cooking, keep cooking.
Right.
Don't say no, make a sandwich. You feel what I'm saying? But now my end thoughts are people will judge you without knowing you and getting out without getting the full story, you know. I actually learned a lot about women, like more. You get what I'm saying? I learned it like different thoughts. Like, you know, sometimes you think all women think the same. You get what I'm saying? And sitting here, I realized that a lot of women don't think the same. You get what I'm saying? So,
right.
After listening to me, he's like, "Y'all more fucked up than I think." All right, so definitely your story inspired me. That's my final thought. I moved from New York here because it was just like I'm tired of the generational curse of everybody just coming from the hood, coming from the projects. I need to see something different. I literally came from the project apartment in Bushwick to a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom in Buckhead. So, and it still don't feel like enough. But, you know, I'm just, like you said, you got to learn with the happiness of yourself. Like, I have to get up and be like, girl, all right,
you got to look at it. You got to be grateful.
Right.
You're a buckhead.
You're doing all right. So it's just like, yeah, but, you know, literally my daughter is back in New York and it's so hard being away from her because I'm doing what you said to do. I'm trying to build something from her.
Facts.
I'm not trying to leave this earth and she has nothing. So, you know, hearing somebody else say it, I feel like, you know, as people of color, we need to keep pushing that. And even we sneak it in, even in a relationship topic. Leave something for them kids.
Yeah,
generational
facts.
wealth, family. I love it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Hey,
Don't judge people.
I'm not.
No, I'm just
I guess what I learned from the podcast.
What's your final thought?
I like that it was a healthy conversation. It wasn't no yelling. It was everybody. Why is you winking?
Y'all seen the camera?
I just like that it was a healthy conversation, and I just want to say, everybody, this is a safe space, I guess. But no, it's a power in relationships. And the quicker you understand that and just have your discernment, it's a beautiful thing. I don't, people like F guys or I ain't never dating. Let that heartbreak go. Two is better than one, period.
Yeah.
On all levels. So just like make sure you're not self-sabotaging yourself or holding your own self back from your blessings. So that's my.
Okay. That's a good one.
All right, Don, what's your final thoughts?
Final thoughts. I'll have to say the most important thing I heard tonight, which I think everybody should take with them, is that sometimes you need that time to yourself to rebuild and rebrand and rethink who you are before you go into another relationship. Because a lot of people relationship hop and bring baggage with each one they go to. Everything is just a long chain of bullshit that you're bringing with you. And I think it's more important to really take time to yourself and figure out who you are before you go into putting yourself into somebody else.
And be teachable.
And be teachable. Everything you need to wipe the slate clean for yourself, not for that other person. And that's my final thought. Yeah.
Well, my final thoughts is, I think we put a lot into the bad parts of people, and we don't pour a lot into the good parts of people.
It's real.
We talk about, all the hurt that people go through. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes we got to just let that hurt go so we can really receive the blessings that we get. You know what I'm saying? But because every week there's going to be somebody that's going to be in your life that's going to be good for you. But if you allow that hurt to stay with you, you'll never, ever accept that blessing. But that's my final thought. But I really want to thank everybody for being here. Lil Donald, it was a pleasure. I really love the pure game you was giving out, you know what I'm saying? And so, everybody let's give it up for Lil Donald, please.
Yeah.
And my co-host, no.
Yeah, he definitely took. I was like, yo, who the host around? Who the host here? What's going on? I thought, but shoot, hey, I love. Yeah, look, I love sitting back and just soaking it in. You know what I'm saying? I love when because the purpose of this podcast is for us all to come together on a even playing field and actually have a nuanced conversation about what we going on. Because right now everything's being so divisive. It seems like everybody's either one way or another way. We red pill, black pill, whatever these damn pills, all this matrix shit. You know what I'm saying? When that's not even the reality of relationships. That's not the reality of people. We not here today because whatever pills or whatever strategies or whatever the hell's going on. We here because of the love we have for each other. And that's what this is about. So I really appreciate everybody here on this panel. I appreciate all of you guys have tuned in. And if y'all haven't liked, please like the video. Please follow my girls, follow my guys, follow Lil Donald. And on that note, y'all have tuned into the Pure Game Podcast with your host, Trey Nomics.
Let's get
I'm out.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace.